Hello, I'm Graham Silsbury. I was for a number of years a carer for my wife. More recently, I've been involved with a research team looking at providing the best possible hospice at home services nationally. In this video, I would like to tell you about how the hospice at home service can help patients and their families care for one another towards the end of someone's life. It is a partnership, a three-way partnership between the patient, the carer and the hospice at home service. It is well known when asked, most people say that they would prefer to die at home. In order to ensure the best possible outcome for this decision, it is important that there are open and honest discussions between the three parties. The triangular relationship is crucial. If all the parties are involved in negotiating how support is delivered, then quality of care will be achieved. Therefore, we need to consider all aspects of this relationship. Patients and their families will have spent time discussing the prospects and the patient's wishes to be able to die at home, possibly even before involving the hospice at home services. The depth to which these discussions go and over what timescales will be very different from one case to another. Every case is unique. In order to meet the needs of both patient and carer, the issues likely to be talked about will include confidence, ability, capacity, knowledge, arrangements within the home, and the support that is sought to be appropriate and available. Our research shows that hospice at home services vary enormously from one area to another, so negotiations will be needed to ensure what sort of services can be provided and when. Once hospice at home services become involved, an assessment will be the first step that it is undertaken to establish the possibility of a good death at home. This will ensure that the discussions already held are realistic and achievable. Many family members choose to provide care to loved ones wishing to die at home, and they will be able to do so very well. However, caregiving is often taxing both physically and emotionally. It involves a lot of unknowns and can enhance or be detrimental to the relationship between patient and carer. Hospice at home providers will need to be open and honest with the carer, honest about what their role may involve and how it is likely to change over time. It is not just about knowing what to expect. Carers will also need advice and reassurance. It is critical that hospice at home services equip carers with the right confidence and competence involved in caring. There may be cases where a carer may wish to receive some training, like helping someone in and out of bed and oral hygiene. Along with this encouragement, it is also essential that the prospect of care and dying at home is discussed realistically. The hospice at home service needs to ensure that the patient and carers understand what the service can and cannot deliver. You may routinely discuss with patients and carers how often your service can visit, whether you can provide hands-on care, if you have a sitting or befriending service, and so on. Our research shows that some questions often go unanswered. Will you come out if there's an emergency? Who can I call for advice in the middle of the night? If it gets too tough, how quickly can the patient access a hospice bed? How long can your service provide support to the same person? If there is a cut-off, what would happen next? Are there other services in the area that need to be contacted? These are the questions that carers need to ask, and the service needs to ensure they answer. Carers also need to understand the importance of looking after themselves, both physically, mentally and emotionally, and be prepared to accept help and advice. Carers need to be well prepared for the unknown journey that they are embarking on when supporting someone to die at home. Caring can be very rewarding, but it comes at a physical and mental cost. Intimate care in particular might enhance or damage relationships. Planning to achieve dying well at home takes a lot of work, which is going on throughout the period of care. It also continues to change along with any changes in circumstances. It is essential that when a strong relationship forms between the hospice at home service and the patient, an equally strong relationship forms between the hospice at home service and the carer. The relationship shouldn't end at the point at which the patient dies. The carer will have experienced a unique situation that will have led to changes in their life, both now and into the future. Preparation for bereavement for carers is vital. It is important to know how support, both emotional and physical, will be provided. Reassuring the carers that their work, love and efforts have achieved the desired result is so important. Friends and family can help, as can wider services. However, when hospice at home service acknowledge that the carer is an equal party to what has been a three-way relationship, it will enable them to develop care support nearing and after bereavement. Our research shows that carers particularly appreciate when assessments for post-bereavement support are carried out by members of the hospice at home team with whom the carer already has an existing relationship. In summary, acknowledging the three-way partnership between patient, carer and service provider is the best way to enable a good death at home. It can also ensure that the carer feels their efforts have been worthwhile. This video is part of a series about optimising hospice at home services. It is one of 6 that looks at how individual services can provide the best service possible to their patients and carers and maintain themselves into the future. We hope you find these videos useful and thank you for viewing it.